What's up, guys? So today I'm coming at you with my 75 hard video. So I'm gonna just get right into it. I'm 23 days into 75 hard today. What it is, so it's a mental toughness challenge, really. It's been made by Andy Frisella. Highly recommend his podcast. He's really awesome. I really enjoy him. So yeah, it's a mental toughness challenge. You know, a lot of people look at it as maybe like a diet challenge or like, a physical transformation challenge, but it's really like about that mental, honestly. So the protocols for 75 hard, pretty simple. So you got to work out twice a day. One workout has to be outside, and they both got to be at least 45 minutes. After that, you got to read 10 pages a day of a self-help book. So no like fiction books. It's got to be something that is a self-help book. The next thing, drink a gallon of water a day, every day. Starting off not too hard at all. Pretty simple. The fourth thing is to go on a diet. My diet isn't too crazy. It's 3,000 calories, but I'm going to get more into that later in the video. And the fifth thing is just take a progress picture every day. So it doesn't seem like a lot, and you do this for 75 days. So it doesn't seem too hard, really. Like when you look at it on paper, it doesn't seem too hard, but it definitely has its challenges. So getting into it, or also, obviously you want to do those 5 things. Like, don't make the challenge any easier for yourself, or else you're like cheating. Like, say like, oh, I can't work out twice a day. Like, I only work out once a day, so that's a challenge. Like, you're not doing the challenge basically. But I added for myself one thing, and it was to not smoke any nicotine or weed for the whole 75 days, which was honestly my biggest downfall, but I'm going to get into that. So, the first time I attempted this challenge, it was September 14th, and, I was going into it, I was like, all right, I need to change my mental, I need to get better, like, mentally. Physically, I wasn't really out of shape, but, yeah, just get better mentally. So, I made the challenge, put it up on my mirror, I said, all right, this is going to be it. Got about 6 days in, and I had to reset. All right, I had the setback of smoking. I was keeping up on everything else, the 2 workouts, gallon of water, reading, the diet and everything, progress pics. But the smoking was my downfall in that. So I had to reset. My next reset date was October 4th. Again, I went 2 days probably that time, 2 or 3, and I had to reset again because of the smoking. So that weekend, I really evaluated myself. I was like, all right, this is what's going wrong over here. This is what I got to get better at. And this is what I'm going to do to make myself succeed this challenge. So I really just thought to myself, I was like, I can't keep losing. I hated losing. I would come home very mad when I didn't do the challenge, or when I should say I strayed away from the challenge where I would smoke or something. I'd be extremely hard on myself, which is kind of honestly what you got to do. You got to keep yourself accountable. Nobody else is going to keep you as accountable as yourself. So I was really hard on myself. And yeah, so I wanted to win this challenge. I wanted to win. I've always been in a winner's mindset. I've never who likes losing, realistically? I can't say I've never liked losing, because who does like to lose? So yeah, so then I went back into it October 8th. And today is day 22, I suppose. What is it? Yeah, it's the 30th, so I guess today is 22. And I got no intentions of looking back, to be honest. So what I've done differently this time, I really use the power of saying no. The power of saying no is huge in life. If you could say no to the temptations that are always going to be around you, because nobody's going to, up and root their environment and just never get that temptation of, getting off your diet or not working out or not smoking for me. That's always going to be around you. All you have to do is get the power of no. So that was a huge thing for me. I got a lot better at saying no to my friends, to the people around me who would want me to, come out and party or something, or not focus on my goals. And I'd say no. Simple as that. So why I wanted to do this. So I just wanted to build mental toughness. I was not happy with where I was at. in life. I thought that I had a lot of work to do, I knew that I had a lot of work to do to get better. And so that's what I did. I found the challenge and I'm doing good right now. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, so some parts were definitely easier than others. You know, the working out is not an issue to me at all. You know, I've already been working out every day for the past probably like year now, so that really wasn't hard at all. The diet, could get a little hard at some points. My diet is just to eat at least 3,000 calories and stay away from junk food. And also, a part of the diet is to not have any alcohol, which really isn't that much of an issue for me. But yeah, the diet could definitely get hard, as anything would. Drinking the gallon of water, that is one of the harder things, I'd say, because it's just hard to like really get all that water in if you don't start your day off drinking a lot of water. So what's helped me a lot is I just, first thing I do when I wake up is drink a liter of water. So I'm already about like 1/4 of the way to my gallon right off the bat of the morning. So that's really helpful. That's helped me a lot. So I'm not like chugging a lot of water right before I go to bed and then not having a good sleep because I'm always up peeing. That's an easy thing. Progress pick is obviously probably the easiest thing that you could do, just taking a progress pick. The reading, I'd already been reading, so it's really not an issue to me to read 10 pages a day. I usually just fill it in right before I go to bed, so I'll turn off my phone, and then it really resets my brain, honestly. It's a great way to get in the sleeping mood, to not have the blue light, and instead rest your brain with a good book. Some of the books I've been reading: Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. I've read this multiple times. Highly recommend it. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Super good one as well. Very good to build up your social skills. Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. This is a really good one. It really shows you the real world, honestly, and how to strive to be your best with all the temptations around you. And the book that I just finished recently, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, another really good one, honestly. Like, there's a lot of good tips in these books. And the reading the self-help book it's just good for you. Like, yeah, it's fun to read a fiction book every once in a while, but for me, who doesn't even really like to read too much, I find myself getting a lot more into the self-help books just because I'm, seeing how I can apply them to my life and then actually applying them, and then through that process, like actually getting better. It just feels awesome. As I said, I got some incorporations for myself: the not smoking weed or nicotine. That I figured, like, that wasn't a specification in the challenge that Andy Frisella made, but I figured that I'd have to quit that stuff in order to really do the challenge at like the best rate, I guess, because for me that was hard, and that was a big discipline thing to get over doing that every single day. So that, and obviously, as you could tell, that was the way that I didn't complete the challenge 2 times prior to me doing it now. Luckily now I'm going strong and I have no intention of looking back at doing either of those things, to be honest. And I've realized that I'm a lot better without it. I feel better. I can focus better. I'm a lot more productive. All those good things. So yeah, those are the incorporations for myself. Nothing too crazy. I wouldn't say like do this challenge and make it easier. Like, if you want to do the challenge to make it harder, yeah, go for it, obviously, but don't make the challenge easier. Like, don't say like, oh, I can't do 2 workouts a day, so I'll just do 1. Like, that's kind of just defeats the purpose. So yeah, what I've been doing well with it, I've honestly been doing really well this go around. Really just focusing on just getting better every single day. Using that power of saying no when I have to. And just honestly, just thinking about how far I've come. And yeah, there's still places to go. There's still more work to be done, as always. But just thinking about how far I've come from where I started is really keeps me going. Also, it keeps me going thinking about you guys, like thinking about the people who I help, who I can inspire to better their lives. If I can show my progress and show that I've won like this challenge, anybody can. Really, anybody who really knows me, like I really started this challenge like from nothing. Like I mean, I worked out a lot. Besides that, I wasn't very disciplined. I would party a lot, just obviously smoke a lot, drink on occasion. I didn't have the best discipline, but it really keeps me going to know that some people, and there already have been people who've reached out to me and have said like, I'm trying to change my ways because like I've seen that you're doing this stuff, and like it's just inspiring me to do better. And I love that. If I can inspire one person to do better every day, that's awesome to me, and that's really what keeps me going personally. So yeah, I mean that's kind of it for the 75 hard challenge for me. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. If you want to stay really updated, follow my Instagram at Chris_Scalise04. I think that's it. I'm gonna put it in the description as well because I think that's it, but I'm not completely sure. So yeah, follow that. Follow my Instagram if you want like my daily progress pics. I do post those. And yeah, I mean that's kind of all I got for you guys. Just just stay grinding every day, get 1% better every day, and say no if you have to. If you take any advice out of this, say no if you have to. Work towards your goals every day. Keep grinding. Keep getting better. Drop in the comments what you think I could do better. What I did worse versus other videos. And yeah, I love the feedback. Stay grinding, guys.